Hello and welcome back to Expedition 33. We have defeated the second of the two Axons, which means that our main quest is now face the Paintress at the monolith, which I think has to be the end of Act 2. Like, it almost can't be otherwise, because either we defeat the Paintress, at which point, if the story is continuing, it has to go in a direction, right? Like a brand new direction. Don't defeat the Paintress, equally, the story direction has to change. Or, if there's a third option, again, the story direction has to change. So, no matter what happens, it's probably going to be an Act 3, which is weird, because Act 1 didn't have a very obvious marker, right? Like, when Gustav died, and that was the end of Act 1, no obvious marker appeared to say, hey, this was the end of the act. It was a big moment, right? Us getting the ability to swim and to eventually cross the water to face the Paintress, but it wasn't necessarily signposted until it happened. This one, well ahead of time, it's signposting it. It's saying, this is going to be the end of the act, most likely, right? This is the big thing. This is everything you've been working towards since the start of the game. Something's got to change. So, that's interesting. What's worrying for Verso is that the first act was named Gustav and the second act was named Verso, which is very worrying for Verso and his continued survival. But, yeah, we'll worry about that later because we have to talk to everyone at camp. Also, in camp, I have been told that some characters can get up to a higher level of relationship, which I would have to assume are obviously Minoko and Eske. No, I'm joking. I think it's probably CL and Lune, and that they are mutually exclusive. Here's how we've handled it ever since we played Dragon Age ages ago. It had an option in the game called Flirt, and basically, the way that we've handled it in every game since is if there is an option to flirt, then we just select it, until such a point as we get whatever the end part of that is, and then we decide what we're doing from there, right? We decide whether we continue to do it or not do it. In this game, it's mutually exclusive, so literally it's just whichever character we get the opportunity to flirt with first is the character who we will get the increased relationship with. I'm assuming that was what was being implied. However, who knows? Maybe it is Minoko and maybe it's Minoko and Eske and it's whoever is our best friend. Who knows? That could obviously be it. Anyway, hello CL.
You seem preoccupied.
It's nothing. Just nerves. It's been a long road to get here.
Extra long for you, I imagine.
You, on the other hand, seem quite relaxed.
Do I?
You're not nervous?
Of course I am. But we will do everything in our power. And either it will be enough, or it won't.
It's kind of what I was saying in the Axon fight, right? Where everyone else has a mask and she doesn't. It's just, she's accepting of who she is and where they are, and she's not putting up a front. She's just like, it's the way it is. Okay, let's spend time with CL.
You're always so calm about everything.
Is that a question?
An observation. Lune's intense and obsessed. Maëlle is nervous and eager, but you're calm.
Why is that strange? I guess Death and I, we've walked a long road together.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Death is a friend who will welcome me home.
Home?
Home?
Yes, home. With everyone I've ever loved.
You believe in an afterlife?
I don't know. If there is, then I'll see everyone after death, and if there isn't, I'll simply join them in death. I'll be with them either way.
It's an interesting philosophy. For someone so young.
True. I'm not quite as old as you. Why don't you share some of the wisdom you've accumulated over your very long life?
let's say this.
Oh, how kind of you to acknowledge my wisdom. Can you, mention my wisdom to Minoko sometime?
Oh, actually, isn't Minoko even older? Eskie too. Perhaps I should ask them instead.
No, please do. You'll probably learn valuable things about Nevron feet and rocks. All I can offer is another story.
I'm not really in the mood for stories tonight.
Oh, and here I had prepared something truly dark and heart-wrenching.
Save it for tomorrow. Let's do something else tonight.
What do you have in mind?
That depends. How adventurous are you feeling?
You mean like hunt Nevrons? What?
I'm waiting for you to connect the dots.
Oh, you mean, adventure.
You've been alone too long on this continent. When was the last time you seduced someone?
Oh, okay.
Not counting Minoko. I'll admit it's been a while.
So?
Okay, well, I didn't expect that we would get here quite this quickly. Well, as I said.
Do you even need to ask?
The bond between Ciel and Verso deepens. Verso and Ciel spend some time together, away from the others. Verso and Ciel became a bit more than friends. Ciel feels inspired. Radiant attack unlocked. Doom. So, Ciel and Verso spend one night together. Ciel's like, you know what this reminds me of? Impending doom. This reminds me of, ill omens. Alright. Well, did not expect that the conversation would immediately happen like that. I kind of assumed that it would be after you got your second ability and then it would be for the third ability or something like that. I have no idea, but anyway, there we go. Doom. Deals very high, single target dark damage, 3 hits, applies powerless, defenseless, and slow for 3 turns, can break, and it is both light... Oh wait, no it's not, it's just moon. Okay, never mind. I was thinking it was star, but no, that's break. That's the break symbol. Okay, so then it's moon. That's interesting. Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah, it also doesn't consume any foretell and allows you to moon. So moon without consuming foretell is useful in that you can apply foretell with Searing Bond, moon with doom, which then puts you into twilight. Then you can do a moon move, which would then allow you to use the foretell, and then you can use like your other gradient attack to go to max or something else similar to go to max, like foretell. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, yeah, there we go. That's their relationship upgraded, I guess. Anything else to say?
You seem preoccupied.
It's nothing. It's been a long...
Extra.
You on the other...
Okay.
You're not nervous?
Of course, we will do and...
Oh, we can spend more time with CL? Oh, okay then. Fine. Let's do it.
You used to be a farmer. Is that why you use a scythe?
I guess, yeah. Once a farmer, always a farmer.
Is a double-headed scythe very useful on a farm, though?
Double the efficiency. You should see how quickly I can harvest crops.
I'll bet. I used to love the gardens of Lumiere. It must look quite different now.
Probably a lot more variety than back then. The Outdome teams brought back loads of new plants from the surrounding islands. That's actually how I met Pierre. I asked his team for honey petal samples.
That's interesting that, yeah, they do expeditions to here, to the monolith, but there are other places they can go. It's something you don't really consider in this game, is that Lumiere, you kind of get the idea that Lumiere and then here are the only two places that exist, right? That you can properly go to. But, actually, there are other islands around. There's probably other mainland that you can get to as well. Huh. Okay.
He brought me a bouquet of them. And 15 boxes of plant cuttings.
Smart man. If you want to romance a farmer, live plants are probably better than dead flowers.
Dead flowers are nice too.
You don't talk about your husband much. Sorry.
It's okay. It's just... It still hurts that he's gone. Neither of us were perfect, but we were perfect for each other.
What happened to him? You don't have to talk about it.
He died in an accident on one of the islands near Lumiere. His body washed away.
I'm... sorry.
I was prepared for his gommage, but not for him to die in an accident. We were supposed to have 5 more years together.
Yeah, I guess that is quite a shock where you're like, you have a very specific point and it's not that, like, they were going to have 5 more years together. But still going to be very, very young for, like, natural death that isn't the gommage, so, yeah, surprising.
It's okay. I've learned to be grateful for the time we did have, instead of angry at the time we lost.
That's a good way to look at it. You were lucky to have found each other. Not everyone has that.
Yeah, I am. Very lucky.
Well, I can't compete with that.
You're competing in a different event.
That's a nice way to say fling. Is there a future where I might, compete in the same event?
Oh?
Let's just focus on today. And by today, I mean tonight.
Yeah, let's keep going.
I feel used, but I like it.
Ciel and Verso's bond grows even deeper. Relationship level 5. Ciel and Verso find a nice spot away from the group. They spend an unusually long time together. They return to camp. Lune is upset that Verso skipped sentry duty. Ciel is unable to save Verso from Lune's displeasure. Alright then.
You seem preoccupied.
It's nothing. It's been a long...
Extra.
You, on the other... You're not nervous?
Of course I will do. And
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
I can't believe we're this close.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ciel was right about you.
Oh. Actually, I should... thank you. I wouldn't have got this far on my own.
Tomorrow comes.
I know that we're probably not... We've locked ourselves out, probably, of the Lune one. But I feel like Ciel almost makes more sense in terms of how they are, because Lune is definitely distrusting of Verso still to a degree. So, yeah, as it makes more sense here. Ciel is more of a living in the present type of person currently. At least that's my impression. Verso approaches Lune, who is working on the Expedition 33 journal.
Working on the 33's journal. You planning to die anytime soon?
Well, you never know what tomorrow brings. Not to you, but to us.
Do you always take such copious notes?
Since I was 4.
Really? 4?
That's what happens when you have obsessive researchers for parents.
Still, 4 is young.
Not anymore. Not when you only live to 32. Everyone in Lumiere starts their apprenticeship at 6, and I was apprenticed to my parents, so they started me early.
Well, it could be nice.
I guess that's nice. They got to spend more time with you.
They needed a research assistant who never went home. The obvious solution? Birth your own. Look at you, getting me to talk about myself.
Uh-huh.
See? That's how you ask questions. My parents were both artists. Widely respected, very prominent artists. So, there was a great deal of pressure to follow in their path.
That's unsurprising and interesting that his parents were artists.
You're an artist, then?
Not the kind they wanted me to be.
Meaning...
Music is my passion.
But in Renoir's room, there was definitely definitely instruments in his room, so he's not entirely without musical interest.
Huh. Mine too.
What do you play?
Guitar. You?
Piano, mostly. But a little guitar as well. You know how to summon an instrument from pigtoes, right? Of course you do.
We could play together. Also interesting, so that's just something that you can do. So him summoning the whole piano, just something you can do.
Maybe we could play together sometime.
Maybe we can.
Verso and Lune have found a common passion. Lune is intrigued by this facet of Verso, and Verso is excited to play music with a fellow music lover. Relationship level 5. They spend some time discussing their favourite songs and how they learnt music. The discussion is passionate and lasts for several hours. Neither notices the time passing. Okay, so that was how it was. So that's how they were starting up their one. I see. Okay, makes sense then.
I can't believe with...
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, okay, so level 5 I think is where we're getting to. We're gonna leave you for later. Monoko?
You're finally here.
We are.
You ready?
Yeah.
That was an interesting turn of phrases. You're finally here, and then Versa was like, we are. Huh. Okay. Interesting.
I'm bored. Let's play cards or throw some dice.
Nuh-uh. You always cheat.
No, I always win. Only the weak cry foul when their skills fail them.
The other Jestrels never want to play with you either. Are they all weak?
Poor losers. Fine. How about a duel? We haven't had a proper duel in ages. Yes, a duel will be even more fun. Get our blood flowing.
Alright, let's go.
All right. Get ready to lose.
Ooh. Wrong timing. Oh no.
Last
We're about to be destroyed by Monoko. Okay. Shoot 5 times Berserker Slash. Into Berserk Slash.
I've got this.
Oh my god, he has a lot of health. That's what I was going to say, but then I got distracted by having to actually pay attention.
I've lived through worse.
Okay, Purification would be pretty good here. If we shoot in Purification, we actually end up doing less damage. Could Blitz into Purification. Actually, I could just Phantom Stars right now, right? Because I'm on 9. Yeah, what am I talking about? There's Phantom Stars. Let's go. There's our counter. Can't Berserk Slash because I don't have enough for it. How much do I have? I have 3. Paradigm Shift. Okay.
Not impressed.
I'm dead. I need to retry. Let me redo it. Tell me that I can redo it.
Ha! Once again, I am victorious.
Yeah, you walking hairball.
Verso, ever gracious in defeat. Rematch?
Yes.
All right. Get ready to lose.
Wow. I'm ready.
Oh well.
I got hit by the exact same move.
Ready to strike.
Like the exact same bits of it. Okay. Into Berserk Slash.
I've got this.
Nice.
Not impressed.
Okay.
I think I'll improvise.
I'm just gonna Berserk Slash again. It should do 999 damage. Nice.
Just try it.
There's our counter. Okay.
Last ditch effort.
Berserk Slash. Yeah, if it's doing 999 damage, it's gonna be hard to beat it. There's our counter. 999 damage.
I'll manage.
I keep missing a 9. Nice, I can break now.
Not impressed.
Okay. Needed to get all the
Cut him
parries
down.
so that I could then do Phantom Stars.
I think I'll improvise.
Into... I can't Berserk Slash because I'm out of AP. Into Paradigm Shift. Okay. Same hit. The same one again. That slash, I just can't get the right timing on it.
Ha!
Alright.
Yeah. All right.
Ready to lose. Almost, although Berserk Slash is a very good one. We should do that again. Okay, I only got hit by 1. Berserk Slash is worse now. But it'll still do damage. Don't know how much, but it'll do damage. Yeah, not nearly as much.
Oh well.
Okay. No counter.
You're out.
Maybe the worst attempt yet. Berserk Slash.
I've got this.
Nice. Oh, that's different from the pattern he's done every other time. Usually he does a single attack at that point. Berserk Slash.
I've got this.
Nice.
Just try it.
There's our counter. Right. Berserk Slash.
I've got this.
Okay. There's our counter.
Let's carve a path.
Blitz.
Let's go faster.
Into Radiant Slash.
Radiance away.
Into Paradigm Shift. Okay. And there's our counter. Into Berserk Slash.
I've got this.
Nice, we won. And we learned Last Cannon. An augmented counter too.
Aha! You, sir, have been defeated.
You got lucky.
What was it you said? Only the weak cry foul when their skills fail them.
You're right. Or I guess I'm right, since I said that. You have grown more formidable than I remembered. Your skills are strong. I respect your win.
And I respect your loss. You were right, old friend. That was fun. Come on, let's go get a drink. I'm parched.
Minoko and Verso are thrilled to have fought each other once more. It's their own special way of displaying affection for each other. Okay, so that's level 4. New gradient attack. The jewel reminded Minoko of some skills he had forgotten. Okay. Sanctuary. They share a few drinks which Minoko can't drink because of his mask, then head back to the others. Okay, well let's have a look at it then. In here, skill tree. Other side, there we go. Gives 2 shields and applies regen to all allies for 3 turns. That's not bad. Yeah, definitely could have used that in a previous fight. Saved us a lot of time.
You're finally here.
We are.
You ready?
Yeah.
Alright. Also, Minoko is like, this has more significance and he's not saying it again.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Did you know sorry was my first rock?
Really?
Francois was super jealous, but he got one from Clair instead.
This is the second time that SK has brought up Clair.
Wait. Francois has his own set of rocks. Why does he keep stealing yours then?
Because we're buddies. Francois is so fun. I miss...
Me
Okay,
too.
that's the end of that then.
Really?
Okay,
Wait.
Because
interesting. Okay, and then hello. I mean, it's interesting mainly because I'm like, okay, so nobody is getting their 3rd skill. Assuming it's a gradient skill, nobody is getting it yet. Alright. Hello.
Still thinking about what you saw.
I wish Gustav was here.
That would have made a lot more sense had we done this accents in the other order. I almost get the feeling they were intended in the other order. I mean, literally because Verso says we should do them in it. But the game was also like teasing you. It's like, you should do the harder one first. But actually, I think doing the harder one first was objectively like just worse. Because you ended up being like slightly higher leveled when you did the first one. Which, yeah, it just feels, it felt off to do it in that order. I don't know, it was weird. But that line in particular would have made a lot more sense because she saw Gustav in that final accent fight as well. So it wouldn't have just been about what she saw with the curator, but it would have also been what she saw as part of the I've forgotten the name. How have I forgotten the name of this? Of the Siren fight. Yes, so it would have been exactly like it would have been double meaning in terms of this sort of stuff. Also, I suspect that her giving the mask over would have been the same case in all of them, and then her giving over Siren's one would have been the same, which would have meant that you would have had the vision of Renoir, not the other vision of the weird ghost lady who opened the door. So, I don't know. It feels like it was an option to give players choice, but I don't feel like it was done necessarily in a way that led to a better experience if you took the wrong choice, if that makes sense. It wasn't terrible, it's just like, it was an odd decision. Yeah, let's spend time with Mael. Verso notices Mael looking sad and approaches her carefully.
You okay?
Yeah,
What's wrong?
nothing. Just thinking about Gustav. And Lucien. And everyone. Every time I think I've managed to contain it, a wave comes out of nowhere and drags me away.
I know.
How do you do it? After all these years?
They say time heals all wounds.
Does it?
But I guess death heals all wounds too. Bad joke. Sorry. Death is not necessarily final.
What does that mean?
I wonder if this is going to link into the fact that we saw Sophie as part of the weird creature that we fought in Flowing Waters. Which is also interesting, because I don't remember what that creature was, but I don't think we fought them or we've seen them again, have we?
Gustav lives on in other ways, right? Through your memories, through his influence on your life and everyone else's, through the Lumina converter and his research.
Yeah, that's true, but that's not very comforting when I'm missing him.
Unless that was a gestural back then. I can't remember, I need to go back and look at it. Anyway.
Try talking to him. I'm serious. It helps. Or at least, it helps me. I imagine what they would say. How they would react to things. It helps me keep them alive. In my mind.
I'll try that.
Mael is skeptical about Verso's advice. She's not in the mood to talk, but also does not wish to be alone. Verso understands. He sits with her in silence. Mael appreciates the silence they share. Level 5, which we're assuming is going to be max level for now. They then head back to the others. Okay, let's just confirm.
Still thinking about what you saw.
I wish.
Yes, okay. Next, let's go in here. Let's do, oh, there's no extra scene. Let's do the writing in the journal then. Elle finds a spot where she can write. She spends some time writing in Gustav's journal to honor his memory. She writes about how they can now enter the monolith, and that they should finally understand everything. Elle immerses herself in Gustav's journal, poring over every detail. She will forever cherish his memory. The memories of Gustav inspire Mael. Oh! She got skill in a different way. Gustav's homage. She hopes that Gustav's apprentices will read this journal someday. Mael heads back. Okay, I'm not going to do that right now. I've got a prediction. This is overcharge, right? She's going to get an ability that's overcharge, essentially. Is that right? No, wait a second. Oh, wait, it's not a skill in here? It's not one of those skills? Wait. Ah, it's in here. Oh, okay. Deals high single target lightning damage, 8 hits, increased damage to marked targets, doesn't remove mark. Yeah, okay, so it is, yeah, it's effectively like overcharge, I think. Okay, cool. That's actually really good. I have no idea how we get that to be used, but the fact that it doesn't remove mark and it's 8 hits makes me want to use it. It also moves you into Virtuos without fire. That's interesting. Could replace Swift Stride with it. Swift Stride's kind of rubbish. I mean, yeah. I think that's better. I need Mark then if I'm going to do that, but like I think that is better. Yeah. Okay, also, yeah, this is what I was telling us about. Okay, that's fine. We're going to keep using Barrier Breaker. Okay. Now, we've got a few things that we need to sort out before we go. I'm just going to double check we didn't get any lost gestrels. I'm fairly certain we didn't. Let's do that. Right, yep, we found what we're going to find. This way. Let's have a chat to the curator. I don't know if we have anything new from him, but we'll have a chat first. Hello. Yes, we have a Shape of Health. Wonderful. So that's that now finished. Cool. Then we'll head out here. And I want to spend some of our remaining Lumina, because we have a lot of Lumina available on people. Oh, especially on Verso, because we took a Pictos that was one of his Lumina. Yeah, so. Okay. We got some stuff to spend. Who's our party for going into the monolith? I think it's these three, right? I mean, Lune and CL basically just had their big story moments. This is thoroughly related to Mael. It's thoroughly related to Verso. And then we have to take Monoko anyway because he needs legs. So, yeah. I think this is fine. Okay, then the other thing I want to check is... we have Marking Shot in here. How much is it? So it is 2. Wonder if we want to replace Blitz with Marking Shot. I know that it might lead me to doing Mark a lot, but if we're going to take Mael, it gives us an easy way to apply Mark, which is super cheap. It could work. The only problem is if we parry, then obviously it becomes not as good, but we can just work out, you know, when we want to use it then. Yeah, let's take Marking Shot here. I think that seems better. I think that'll flow better. So that's need AP. That's want to set up Mael. That is low health. That's break, but don't have a lot of AP. That doesn't have a lot of purpose, but dispelling self-status effects is actually quite good in of itself. Like, that's a positive thing to do. So, yeah, and then Phantom Stars. I just realized, you know when it applied we had one that, not applied Doom, applied Curse to us? We had the sewing thing. Why did I not use Purification to just remove Curse on ourselves? That would have made so much more sense. Anyway. Are we happy with our weapon? I don't know if I like the swapping between things. I don't think it does more damage than just like doing the best ability. Yeah. So casting a light skill increases damage the next physical skill by 50% or vice versa. So it's a 50% damage increase. But I don't know if it's actually better to switch most of the time. I think most of the time it's better to just stay on it. Would we be better just switching to something that has more power? Or gives us a more consistent damage increase? What have we got? What's high power? Lance Room? Okay. It's not perfect, but it would start you in C, which is quite nice. Serum? One to all perfection can't reach S. No, I want to reach S. Bonus damage from perfection applies to all allies at half value. Perfection gained is increased by 1 while powerful. It is interesting, this one, because if we take something like Mark, then this suddenly goes up in value because we're setting up for our allies. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, we have that one, which is just pure power. Also, we got 50% damage on rank B. No. Perfection's now current health. Not interested, although it would be really good for Berserk Slash. Light damage can burn. I've said things about burn before. It's like not fantastic because effectively, once you hit the max damage, you're like, it can't get any better. Switch to S rank on break. Base attack can break. 100% critical chance in rank S. Doesn't scale off of anything we've got. Okay, start on rank B, but 50% health. Recover health on basic attack. I kind of think that Delarum might be pretty good for us, still. It scales off of the things we have. If we level that, that could be pretty good. Yeah, I kind of feel like that could be really good if we level it. Yeah, and we're not really worried about healing up anymore, which is one of the reasons I didn't like it. But yeah, let's maybe take Delarum and level that. Okay, you're using Barrier Breaker because it's main story. Also, it's level 15, which implies to me that our weapon should be level 15 for this. Are we happy with Balaro? I like the AP that it gives to others. I think that's pretty good. It's not the best scaling out of what we got, because Monokaro is better. But it does have a constant positive effect. This one means that you do more damage. But yeah, I quite like this one. I quite like Balaro. Yeah. Okay. Now, you're using Elarum. Are we happy with Elarum? I'm accepting of Elarum. I think Elarum is fine. So something that's better. What if we got her scale? We've got her might and luck. Okay, nothing scaling off of might, but that's because might is like it already increases attack, so it would just basically be always the best thing. Using a gradient attack generates 1 additional light stain. When a fire stain is generated, a lightning stain is also generated. Yeah, no. This one's okay if we were to get it to level 20. Trebuchet. Random stain on free aim shot. 1 AP when stains are consumed. You would be very high on AP a lot of the time. The luck scaling's interesting because it would get better as we level it. Free aim shots deal additional damage to deal damage to an additional target, 50% increased damage. Not really feeling free aim as like something I want to do, but okay. Using a skill that consumes stains increases damage by 20%, can stack up to 5 times. Resets on using a skill without consuming stains. On turn start, if no stains, 2 random stains. Break damage per earth is interesting. 9 AP is interesting. I don't think that's what we're after. AP on consuming light stains is definitely an intriguing way to play as well. That is luck scaling, which to increase her lightning damage. She does have a lot of lightning damage in theory, but I kind of want to level this one. Wait, is it this one I want to? Yeah, 1 AP when stains are consumed. Scales off of luck, which we have leveled. Yeah, I think I'm gonna level Trebuchem for her and see what that looks like. Okay. Also looks cool. And then you're on a level 17 thing, so you're already well set. Like yours is fine. Yours is above where it should be, in theory. If the fact they give us level 15 one means that we should have a level 15 one. If that logic holds up, then that's fine. Let's do yours first, because we're upgrading like trash essentially, so it's fine. There we go. Luck scaling is still only a C on it. Okay. Actually, we can keep going here. Let's go to level 15. Yeah. Okay. Still only a C, but that's okay. Here. Want to level this one up. That's fine. Yours is fine. Yours needs 1 level. Yours is already leveled. Okay. So we're looking at this one, which is 1068, and I guess Ellerim is our alternative. So let's level this one up as well. So 1167 versus 1068. Consuming an earth stain applies 1 shield to cell. It's kind of interesting. We don't apply that many earth stains because we only apply it when healing. Or we only use them when healing. I wonder if she's got an ability that consumes earth stains better. If she has, then that might be better. Like a skill that consumes them better. Does she have any that we already have? We're looking for consumes green. So Ice Lance consumes green. Thermal Transfer consumes green. Which is only good if they're burning. Okay. Skill tree. Anything that consumes green. I'm not looking for consumes green plus other things, although that is Lightning Dance is actually interesting because that consumes green, blue, red, which doesn't matter except for the fact that we usually have green plus 2 lights. So that would actually be easy to trigger. Huh. Okay. Just seeing what our other options are. That consumes green to do ice damage and a heal. On turn start. Double thunder strikes on turn end. All okay. Interesting. But what's this? Receives medium lightning damage at the end of the turn and low lightning damage when they receive damage. Ooh. So it's damage on damage being received. That's definitely good. Yeah, these are all going to consume lightning. I wonder if I just want to take this. Let's take Lightning Dance. Yeah. And then we replace Rock Slide with it. Yeah, because I never use Rock Slide in good situations. And Verso can always break. Yeah. Let's do that. Oh, upgrade attributes. Let's get you Agility. I think I leveled up Vitality too far, but that's okay. You're maxed out on Luck right now. For where we think it... Yeah. For where we think luck needs to be. So I'm going to level your agility now so that we can get some extra speed out of you. You're going to get defense leveled. And you're going to get agility leveled. Nice. Okay, so learn skills. Here, you're going to get yourself Lightning Dance. Let's try that. Right. Which also means that we're going to switch back to Ellerim. Because we're going to use Lightning Dance and that's going to consume Earth Stains. That's our logic here. So, Lightning Dance. Yeah, and we never had the right stains for Rock Slide anyway, because Rock Slide needs you to have Lightning, Ice, and Fire, which we never really ended up with. So, yeah, I think that'll be good. And then that will make a Lightning Light Stain, which we could even turn into a Crustal Crush. Like, you could bounce between these if you wanted to. Or you could go into wildfire or some... Yeah, depending on where your stains end up. You could go into all sorts of different places. She's still learning double mark. Okay, except double mark. Wait, does that apply mark twice? Mark requires one more hit to be removed. Okay, we're actually going to replace that off you. I'm going to give you something else. For energizing turn. You, I'm going to take off augmented counter. And I'm going to give you... whatever that one was. Something mark. Marking something. Double mark. There we go. Right. That's fine. So you're kind of set. I'm happy with where CL is at. I feel like CL has a very consistent playstyle, has a lot of different options. I think that she's absolutely fine. Yeah, I think that pretty much whatever we want to do on her, we can do on her. That's not an issue. You're fine now. Here, marking shots are a new thing. I'm hoping that double mark will apply to his marks, which will then mean that when he marks something, it will take 2 hits to remove it. But even if it's only that he doesn't remove it, that still helps. Immaculate? What's that? 30% increased damage until a hit is received. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, and you've got Gustav's Homage now. And then here... Okay, so let's think about your turn. I never use Hexacrush because I never end up in I don't end up in green very often because these go between each other, right? A Best Win and Sacapatat Explosion go between each other pretty much all the time. We occasionally end up in red, but we don't often. So I think I want Fortify, but I think I need a blue that takes me to a green, right? Because you're 6, and 6 puts you to purple. Purple then puts you back into blue. Yeah. This one we occasionally end up in, but is usually after a Fortify, and because it only moves 2, it moves into purple, right? So that gets you back in the loop, which is fine, right? I'm fine with the loop existing. I just think we need to wait out the loop. So the option is we either get rid of Chevalier Thrusts or Hexacrush, and we replace them with something in blue, which will allow us to push ourselves forward into green, or something in purple. But I think blue would be better, because purple is free, currently, right? Purple is free and always good. So, like, no matter what situation we're in, this is always our correct move, because it will give AP to everyone else, right? So this is just straight up good. So we're looking for something in blue. I'm going to get rid of Hexacrush, I think, because I never use Defenseless. Even though, actually, that would synergize with Mael, because you get an extra turn, in theory. If I used Hexacrush to put Defenseless on, then she uses her attack and gives her an extra turn. No, I think that if we end up in green more, I'd end up using this more. So I'm looking for a 3 from blue. 3 from blue would be what I'm looking for. Okay. So let's see what my options are in blue. That's 4 from blue. 4 would sometimes get us where we need to go. Sometimes it would overshoot to red. Okay. Single target, that's a 6. That's 3. Okay. Low single target light damage, 1 hit, applies powerless to the target for 3 turns. It's not terrible. It's definitely an option. Other blues. That moves 5. That's not the right direction. That's too far. Pottier energy. That's 6. That's the same as Sacapatat Explosion. Yeah. It's interesting, but it's the same. That moves 3 and it's a heal. Okay. I'm thinking about the logic. So a Best Win Sacapatat Explosion currently is a big damage hit, right? Every turn. Like that pretty much works every turn for big damage hit. So this would be used when we want to get out of that into green so I can apply Fortify most of the time. So that's not terrible as like our first thought. So that would allow us to heal. Sapling Absorption is 5. And then Troubadour Trumpet. I quite like that. Yeah, let's take the heal. And that's regen. So that gives us a way to move 3. So we could move 3, that would take us in here. We then either use Chevalier Thrust into Chevalier Ice, which would be fine. Or we'd use Heal into Fortify, which is also fine. And that would then move you back into purple to move you into blue. Yes, I think that's fine. Okay, that works. So I'm happy with abilities. Let's have a look at our Luminas. They probably got a little bit lost over time as we've applied different Pictos. Yours are mostly fine. How many points do you have? You have 12. Okay, so let's sort by point cost. What are we looking for? Anti-charm? Probably not. Base attack has more? No. Powerful on base attack on base attack? No, no, no. Glass cannon? For her, it might be good. Yeah, I think I'd take glass cannon, honestly. I think it's, like, almost always good on somebody who has a lot of health. Charging Tin isn't terrible, because if we use an item, she's then getting closer to her combo, but Dodger's fine. Honestly, give me Solo Fight Dodger. Like, if someone's dead, I assume Solo Fighter activates, so that might work if she's in the backup team. But now that's not terrible. Okay, and then she has Energizing Parry and Protecting Heal on here, which are probably fine. You're fine. In here you have 9 points, right? 11 points. Never mind. Wrong way. What are we thinking for here? I'm thinking Glass Cannon, honestly. Although she doesn't have... Actually, her health is a lot worse. Oh, am I thinking of taking off that thing that... what's it that she's got on that's very annoying? Defensive mode. I might take off defensive mode. It is a little annoying. Let's sort by these. So she has all the favorites on. Let's sort by point cost. Healing an ally gives AP. Honestly, Energizing Start might be her best one. And then in the 1 points and 2 points, I'm thinking Dodger and Solo Fighter. Yeah, same logic as the previous one for Solo Fighter. Now you're probably missing favorites. Yes, you're missing favorites because we equipped them. There we go. So that's the problem that he had here, is that he was missing favorites. Point cost? 6 points. Okay. What's that Death Store? Damage if you're below 10%. Actually not good for him even with Berserk, because Berserk already does max damage if you're down that low. So, yeah. Let's see. I mean, Breaking Burn makes a lot more sense actually right now, because he's going to be in a party with somebody who breaks. And then I think you just take Dodger. Yeah, that's fine. Here, you'll be missing favorites, assuming? Yeah. There we go. Then she has 4 points to spend. Sort by points. Let's see. Thinking what she's got in these, if there's anything that's really good. I think maybe Energizing Break Dodger. Yeah. Then you've got 15. Do you have any favorites that we've lost over time? Yep, Warming Up, which is 15. Wonderful. Seems good to me. That's a whole party together. And now, we are ready to progress with the main quest, where we are going to face the Paintress next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.